You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.
I made a whole mixtape in jail. Like Drakeo was telling me, like sending me a few beats. Ralphie was sending me a few beats when I did do that 7 years, and I was just like rap, man. I went viral, went on World Star, and I just thank Drakeo, like, man, good looking for sending me that beat. It was a Big Boo beat that he sent me, and I just did what I did on that.
Yeah. And wait, what was on World Star? You did a music video or something?
It was a jail music video on World Star, shot on the phone.
Oh,
that I did myself. It's on my YouTube channel too. You know what I'm saying? It's on World Star and it's on my YouTube channel.
Can you, as far as like, yo, when you went down for the 7 years, you was rapping before you went?
I was rapping before, like when it was too greedy, I was rapping. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like that's when like it would be Drakeo, Catchy, and me. Like I had a little studio equipment, so sometimes we would record at my house, like fooling around with it, or go somewhere else and fooling around with it. Like me and Catchy and my boy Mikey, shout out to Mikey, free Mikey, man. Like we got some old ass shit. When my name was Young KR The Finesser, like I've been told y'all, we got some music like under that name. You feel what I'm saying? And I got a laptop that's broke right now, unreleased, like some 2010, 11, 12 shit. Yeah. On my laptop, that's like crazy. Old songs and shit.
That's crazy. I did see on your YouTube, you did an interview from behind prison. I thought that was kind of tight. I ain't gonna lie. And then also you had the video of niggas making prison drink. What is that shit?
That's like old oranges, apples, and like you just grind it up, juice it out, like basically you gotta let it spoil, like in a way, like let it get old, like nature that motherfucker, burp it like a baby. You gotta like take care of that motherfucker. Like if you make prison drink, you gotta take care of it and dodge the police, cause that's more time at it. Like you get caught with that. You get caught with that as more time at it. And some people do white lightning. That's like real liquor, like looking shit and tastes like it.
And this shit get you drunk?
Hell yeah.
He said, hell yeah.
I was off of, I have a few cups in a Folger. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Sipping.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And can you say why you went to jail? Like with the case
they tried, they hit me with like 4-5 residential burglaries.
Got you. And at this time, like, what is it like going to jail? You're an artist and you got the gang politics going on. Like, what's going through your head when you doing that shit?
Like, it's just like what go through my head is like just thug it out type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be on point. Just thug it out and be on point. Like, don't take nothing from nobody. Even if you get beat up, you just get beat up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, me doing my whole time, I probably had I didn't have too many fights, like from the county and the prison. Yeah. I probably had like 24 or 5 fights. And I only lost about like 3, like 4. I give it 4.
Fights, though.
I mean, that's 7 years worth of fights, though. Okay. You feel what I'm saying?
Over 7 years.
Some people have 20 phase in a week type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just 7 years, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I get you. Have you seen a show called 60 Days In?
I seen that shit.
Do you believe
we was watching that in jail? That shit was
really
burnt out.
Do you believe something like
Hell,
that?
what? For surely.
Niggas can be in there.
What? Niggas be in there scoping out. Like, I'm telling you, it's janky up in jail, boy.
That's crazy.
They tell the whole thing. The police come get all the phones that everybody got in the goddamn building.
You like, what the fuck? Nah, it's hella crazy. I was watching that shit the other day. I was like, I wonder if this shit really could happen.
Hell yeah. They really do that in prison, like, a lot.
Nah, that's crazy. What was it originally that made you want to start making music?
I don't know. It seemed like I was always fascinated by the music type, even when I was a kid. Like when I was like 9 years old, I didn't wrote like my first rap, like, but it wasn't rapping it seriously because I thought my shit was trash. So I'm like, people used to ask me, "You rap?" I'd be like, "No," but knowing I secretly did type shit. Like,
why you didn't want to tell niggas?
Because I felt like it wasn't good enough for me to. I'm a kid. I'm like 9 years old, so I'm talking about all type of toys and all type of crazy shit. So I'm like, this ain't it. Like this ain't it right here. Like nah. Then like I started secretly rapping to certain people, and they used to be like, "Nigga, you low key, like you hard low key." Like so I'm like, all right, fuck it. I just kept it going. And then my teacher, like Washington, in like 9th grade, his name was Mr. Cofield. He ran like a music engineer class type shit. And he really the one that made me want to buy my own equipment type shit.
Yeah.
So once he'll teach us like how to mix and master and shit like that. That's how I knew the shit that I did know through his class. So I was engineering like when we was rapping in my closet and all that type of shit. Me, Catchy, Mikey, Drakeo, and whoever else was rapping in the closet. You know what I'm saying? I was engineering all that shit.
Damn, that is tight that you learned how to do all that shit though, for sure.
But it seemed like that shit got up there. I forgot how to do that shit low key.
You don't do it no more.
I don't do it no more. I just have my engineers just get it right because I'm rusty.
Nah, that shit is for sure. Like it keep advancing as the time go on.
And like I never stayed with it. Like you feel what I'm saying? So just like
you gotta like.
Then I went to jail when I was into learning. I went to jail for 7 years, and after that,
you was like, "Fuck all that."
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I'll be right though. Over the 7 years, shit for sure. Like that shit for sure changed a lot. Like,
hell yeah.
Was it hard for you to like reacclimate yourself to the world and shit when you got out? You feel?
I feel like my first day or my first day or two, I was probably a little quiet. Just people, I've been in jail 7 years, so it's life different out there. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like a weird vibe. Like for some reason, I thought I was going back to jail. Like damn, like I'm gonna go back to jail, and knowing that I probably wasn't, but that was just in my head for like a day or two.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I chop it up a little bit, like with my peoples that was there when I got out, and just really just quiet type shit. Then I just start like adapting back to the streets more, like. And when I got out, Ralphie and them was still in jail.
Yeah.
Draco, when I got out of jail, they was still in jail. So yeah. I just got out and I started messing with a few of my niggas that I did know, like before, like the homies that was out, like Free Males, and Jumpman Trav.
Yeah.
And Cimarron Block, we already know what that about.
Yeah. Wait, so what year did you get out?
I got out in 2020.
And then Draco got out last year.
Exactly. He got out 21.
Yeah, I remember when he got out. That shit was, as soon as the lady got voted out or whatever, he was out next day.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit, them laws in there, boy, they work. Like
crazy.
I even like low key, I was supposed to to this day, I was supposed to still be in jail. Like
for real.
Till this day, I'm supposed to still be in jail. They just like, look, man, this nigga then walked off 7 years, and like it was something called Prop 57. At first, they kept denying me. Then they was like, man, I had write-ups, all type of crazy shit. Like you got to be clean and shit. I was getting write-ups, fights, all what I'm saying, shit like that. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't going home early. Nigga, as I'm getting a write-up to catch more time, a lady came in with an envelope like, oh yeah, if you sign this paper, you're going home in 90 days type shit. I'm like, damn. Now I'm like, for real? She was like, yeah, you're going home 9 days. I'm like, damn, how am I going home? I'm in the office getting a write-up at the same time. And the lady was like, that was giving me a write-up. I forgot her name, but shout out to her. She was a black lady. She said, look, man, I'm going to drop your write-up down to administration, basically mean like not that serious type shit. And she like, so you can go home. I'm like, all right, cool. It was around like when COVID just started type shit too. So then like I had 90 days. Then like the next 2 days I went back to the office and they were like, look, COVID here, you go home in 5 days. So instead of 90 days, like 2 more days after that, it went to 5 days.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, like I wasn't even going to tell nobody. I'm like, fuck, I got to tell people now because now I'm like 5 days away to going home. Like 90, I was going to thug it out to like 30 and then start telling people. I'm like, well, fuck, I told my mom. She didn't want to believe it. I'm like, look, mom, I'm for real. Like, not a joke. I'm coming home. Like, so be there at the gate. Please send my clothes ASAP so I can have something to wear when I get out type shit. So that same day she sent it because I got it like, I didn't have it until that day I got out. Then it just got shipped in. Yeah. So I just paroled home and I just like was happy. Like it's just that shit felt like better than sex. Like you know what I'm saying? Getting out of jail for 7 years, prison and all that shit. That shit feel better than sex. Like it was just happy and knowing that I was supposed to still do like 2 more years. Like I was supposed to get out 2023. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't even 2023 yet, so I would have still been in jail. You feel what I'm saying? And I got out 2020, so I'm like, nigga, hell yeah.
Nah, I can only imagine. Nigga felt great as fuck to get out. Nah, I'm glad they let you out.
Shout out to Kentrell's sister because she wrote a letter for me. So shout out to her, you know what I'm saying, to the judge and all that.
They used nah, that's what's up.